Hey there, in this video I'm going to walk you through the interface of Framer. I'm going to walk you through some of the buttons, some of the panels to get you comfortable working within Framer. So let's get into it. Okay, so I have Framer open here with one of my templates. I'm using the Framer desktop app. You can also use this in a browser, but I just find it easier to use the shortcuts within Framer so that none of the shortcuts get confused with my browser. When you first open up Framer, you have a couple of different panels and buttons that you can access. If you've used Figma before, this should look very familiar, and this is why I love using Framer. Starting off at the top hand side here, we have the Framer button. This is sort of like your file button where it's going to have all of your edit settings, your view, tools, layout, things like that. Next to that, you have the option to insert, different elements, different collections. Next to that, you have your layout button. If you click on that, you get a few different options. You have your text button. If you click on that, it'll add a text element to your frame, as well as the CMS button if you have a CMS connected to your Framer website, and the AI actions. So if you're looking for something, you can't find it, you can type it in here and AI will help you find what you're looking to do. If we go ahead and click off of that button, on the left-hand side, you'll notice you have a few other options in this left panel. You have pages, layers, and assets, and this is pretty straightforward. If I have my pages tab open in the panel, this will show me all the different pages I have within this Framer project. So I have a home page, an about page, and my project pages within this template. If you click into layers, you'll notice you have a few different elements here. As I mentioned before, Framer is really similar to Figma. So if you used Figma before, this should look really similar. In this left panel under layers, I have desktop, phone, and tablet. These are corresponding to the artboards or the breakpoints for this website. If I click into any of these, it'll start to reveal all of the other elements and layers that I have within that breakpoint. So if I click into desktop, I have a wrapper, I have a header. Header has a navigation bar as well as a title and header image. If I click into the about section, I have all of those elements and so on and so on. If I click any of these elements, you'll notice that on the right side in the properties panel, there are a bunch of options that are revealed. And I have options for position, size, effects, styles, text, all these different options that I can mess around with and change if I wanted to. In the top right section of Framer, we have a few different icons that are available to us. First are going to be any members that you've added to this project. Next to that is a gears icon. If I click in this is going to reveal the page settings that pertain to publishing and SEO capabilities within Framer for your website. So right here I have the homepage settings. I can give this a title, so homepage, maybe I do John Santino. This would be a URL if I had the option for that, and I can give this a page description, and this is going to affect how your website shows up within the search engines like Google. If I go to the left side and click this back arrow, I'm going to just discard the changes for now. At some point, you'll want to make sure that you have all that information filled out before publishing your website. If I go to this play button icon, you can preview your website and see what it looks like at any time. I love this feature. This is really cool. You can reload it. You can also hide the UI if you wanted to. Next to that, you have an invite button if you wanted to invite additional members from your team to this file. And this bright blue button in the top right is your publish button. This is what you're going to use to actually publish your site live. So if I go publish, it'll give me a few different domains that are provided from Framer since I don't have a custom domain added here. And I can go ahead and press update, and that'll update any changes that I've made to this site to the live site. So there you have it, a quick walkthrough of the interface of Framer, some of the buttons and panels you'll use within these templates. If you have any questions at all, you can feel free to email me or message me on Slack, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.